The gloves are off as President Trump declares war on violent gangs and foreign terrorists terrorizing American communities. In a powerful statement, Trump vowed that MS-13 and Tren de Aragua members will be hunted down, rooted out, arrested, and expelled from our soil like the savage monsters that they are. For years, these gangs have exploited our open borders and sanctuary policies to establish footholds across America. Attorney General Pam Bondi isn't waiting either. She's already filed lawsuits against sanctuary states like Illinois and New York, promising that any jurisdiction harboring criminal aliens will be next. And as Trump hunts down MS-13 criminals infiltrating our communities, another invasion is hitting American homes, skyrocketing heating costs. While Border Patrol secures our national boundaries, this portable heater, what does it do? It secures your family's comfort against the cold winter assault. Just as Trump's policies protect citizens from foreign threats, this compact device protects your wallet from energy company predators. With heating costs expected to rise 8.7% to $941 this winter, higher than your holiday spending, you need this efficient defense. Visit staywarmnow.com for 60% off, free shipping, and a 60-day guarantee. Defend your home's warmth like Trump defends our borders. You'll find it linked below. All right, this just in. 2 hours ago, Governor Abbott confirmed that ICE and DPS raids are happening in Colony Ridge, which houses tens of thousands of potentially violent illegal aliens. The city of aliens is a threat to Americans. Deport them all. Carlos Tercios posting that. This is some video footage, I believe, of the area that is in the heart of this raid. Governor Abbott confirming this. Wow. So this is happening right now. We just found this out 2 hours ago, just posted. Also, this posted from Mark Naughton. He was replying to Timcast, saying, I, too, have observed U.S. military involved in migrant holding operations. On October 9th at the Roosevelt Hotel in New York, there was an Army outside, potentially Army National Guard. But at the bar next door, there was a Marine and soldier at the doors. He said, I encountered the Joint Service Troops when I walked inside the Vander Bar for lunch. It was not open for business. There was a whiteboard roster of people's names separated by sex. I observed subway platform like seats filled with mostly black men who displayed body language of being there for a very long time. Here's some video footage.
It looks like from the outside. I just want to give you guys a quick glimpse outside the Roosevelt Hotel. This is where some migrants are. Yep, National Guard. He doesn't want to be seen, which is okay. You know, I don't blame him. But we are out here in plain view, public view. It's a very unique situation. They keep moving these buses. I'm not quite sure why, but that's it. I just stumbled upon this as I was walking back from the pro-Palestinian protest. So just wanted to show you guys what it actually what it looks like from the outside.
And here's some more footage.
So I'm just walking through New York after filming the Palestinian protest in East 45th and Vanderbilt, okay, just outside the Roosevelt Hotel, which, you know, was famous and now is famous for housing the migrants. And I just walked in, just like this gentleman's doing, to the Vander Bar, which I thought was a bar. I saw some military guys in there. I saw an Army guy. Look, you can see they have a chart on the wall, a chart there, which has a roster of males and females, and there was a Marine in there, and there was an Army troop in there. The Army troop had a radio, and yeah, let's see if they say anything. Nothing yet, but just very odd. It clearly wasn't a bar. You can see the troops here. See, there's a Marine. And there's a soldier with them. Very odd. They said it's not a bar, and that was it. I was out. So
maybe they are planning the next raid. We have this. This is from Viral News NYC. The United States Marine and Air Force assisting migrants at the Roosevelt Hotel. This is footage from Viral News NYC, similar to what we just saw. The Vander Bar next to the Migrant Roosevelt Motel. seeing some military activity. Here's another one. Oh, Hotel Roosevelt. Look at this footage here. This is more from Viral News NYC. Let's get some more context here from their original post. Hundreds of migrants sleeping outside the hotel due to no more rooms at the hotel. Some have been out here since 10 a.m. Extremely dangerous, they write. New York City can't handle this migrant crisis. Video by Leroy Press. So there you have it. And here we have President Trump discussing MS-13 in Tren de Aragua. This was at CPAC
I'm talking about MS-13.
Just a few days ago.
But their members and their leaders in the United States will be hunted down. I'm talking about MS-13. They're hunting them down. We removed tens of thousands, MS-13, Tren de Aragua, rooted out, arrested, and expelled from our soil like the savage monsters that they are. But
President Trump is not messing around. Here we have Rapid Response 47, 24 hours ago. This is the new DNI Gabbard talking about violating civil liberties.
Because for too long, as you know, we've seen people in positions of great power tell us that, oh, well, you know, if we just violate your civil liberties and freedom a little bit, it's okay because we're trying to keep you safe. Unfortunately, you know, we've seen this for decades, and the more our freedoms are eroded, the more the foundations of our democracy are eroded. So, you know, a lot of people talk about national security or security threats, but there's two components of that leaders have to really uphold, which is, yes, there's such a thing as a threat to physical security, but the threat to our freedom and our liberty must be balanced right alongside that threat to our physical security.
We have more. Let's keep going. This is Representative Mike Lawler talking about the changes at the Pentagon.
President Trump, bottom line here to me is the Department of Defense needed a complete overhaul. President Trump ran on that. He said he was going to provide the Department of Defense an overhaul. We are in the most precarious place since the lead up to World War II, Martha, in large part because of the disastrous foreign policy of the Biden administration, including decisions made at the highest levels of the Pentagon, starting with that disastrous withdrawal in Afghanistan. So the idea that there wouldn't be changes at the Pentagon, that they would somehow be exempt from changes in leadership with a new administration and a new foreign policy and a Defense Department that is focused on military readiness above all other considerations. I don't know why anybody's surprised by changes at the upper echelon of the Defense Department. They're not exempt from failure or the need for a change in direction.
And that's what this country needs, a change in direction, and we're seeing it happen in real time. Here we have more. This is President Trump talking to America's governors about the threat on American soil.
Terrorist organization. We also want your assistance on public safety, especially removing foreign terrorist organizations from America, removing some really bad guys and bad people from America, and we're going to get them out for you. We'll be doing you a big service, and we'll get them out. We're bringing them back to the states where they came from. We don't have one country that says no. We had a lot of them that said no, but that was lasted about 2 hours, and all of a sudden they're all saying yes. But we'll get them back, and we'll get them out, and we'll make your state a lot safer. And on deregulation, we'll be creating maximum deregulation and maximum numbers of jobs. And I think it has a lot to do. One has a lot to do with the other.
We have more. New York City now suing to force the feds to give back $80 million in migrant money. Wow. That's from the Washington Times. Here we have some breaking news on Mayor Eric Adams shutting down the Roosevelt Hotel and Migrant Center, which processed 173,000 plus arrivals since May of 23.
in Midtown.
Breaking news, Mayor Eric Adams says he is shutting down the city's migrant facility at Manhattan's Roosevelt Hotel.
Since 2023, the Roosevelt Hotel has served as an arrival center for migrants seeking asylum in the city. Alan Devlin is live outside the Roosevelt Hotel in Midtown. Alan?
Sydney and Mary, it's an iconic Midtown hotel that's been around for about 100 years. And like you just said, it's been serving as a center for asylum seekers for the past 2 years. The mayor came out this morning and announced that will happen no more. This hotel shutting down for good. The hotel first opened to migrants back in 2023 during the height of the migrant crisis back in that year, with the city receiving up to 4,000 migrants a week. We all remember these images you're looking at right now out of that year, showing the vast number of migrants awaiting their next step here at the Roosevelt Hotel. In total, about 232,000 migrants have entered the city seeking shelter, and the Roosevelt Hotel was the front door for about 75% of them, this according to city officials. Now, in a video message released here this morning, Mayor Adams looked to the future while touting the city's efforts to bring and keep the crisis under control in the last 2 years.
Now, thanks to our policies, we're down to an average of just 350 new arrivals each week. And while we're not done caring for those who came into our care, today marks another milestone in demonstrating the immense progress we have achieved in turning the corner on the unprecedented international humanitarian effort.
You heard it there, 4,000 down to about 350, says the mayor. Now, this all comes as Eric Adams remains at the center of a battle between New York City, New York State, and the White House, with some accusing the mayor of arranging a quid pro quo with the Trump administration to get his corruption charges dismissed in exchange for his cooperation with federal immigration enforcement here in New York City. Mayor Adams, however, strongly denies those claims. It is
So we've got that from New York, and it's continuing, folks. Here's a woman arrested to be deported by ICE after she allegedly stole $850,000 in Trump coin from her ex. What's going on here?
I had great intentions.
Can you do me a favor?
A 22-year-old woman escorted from a downtown Miami hotel accused of ripping off her ex to the tune of $850,000.
I had great intentions with her. I loved her with all my heart. I treated her to the best that I could.
Michael Anthony Bravo is a guy who hit it big in the crypto market. He also thought that finding Jabali last June was a win in the love department.
I always, spoiled her with great dinners, whatever she wanted, whenever she wanted to go shopping. I provided for her. I helped to pay her bills.
But this relationship would head south a couple of weeks ago. He fell asleep on his yacht and woke up to find she was gone, along with his American Express credit card and $850,000 in cryptocurrency.
As soon as she transferred the Trump coin from my wallet into her wallet, she left within 7 minutes.
I think this was a plan from day one, that she targeted my client, that she's much more sophisticated than he gave her credit for. And for someone 22 years old to have set all this up, this can't be her first rodeo either.
Private investigator David Bolton was hired to track her down and found her in a downtown Miami hotel on Valentine's Day, where Miami police confronted her. Investigators say she told them, "That loser is my ex-boyfriend. He lets me use his credit card." Police say she also booked an Airbnb with his card, with a charge of more than $4,200. She was arrested for grand theft and credit card fraud. But the problems for Bravo didn't end there. After appearing in court, the Tunisian native was handed over to immigration officials. The problem is she has the key to a crypto wallet that holds Bravo's money.
And that's kind of put us in the bind that we are with immigration at this point. And certainly we don't want her to be deported until she goes before a judge and before our client is made whole.
Oh, yeah. They're going to deport her. She's going to leave with all that crypto money. Who knows? Maybe she's already moved it out. That's just absolutely crazy. My goodness. Here we have, here's Pam Bondi talking about suing Illinois and New York. Check it out.
Governor, and I said sanctuary cities, protecting Americans. I sued the state of Illinois. I sued the governor, and I said, if you don't stop, you're next. New York kept going. They were belligerent, sued New York, sued the governor. not going to stop. So, you're going to be next if you're not watching what we're doing, and we will be successful, and we will make America safe again. Sanctuary cities.
Make America safe again. That's what we need. And here we have Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth talking about Trump and his lawful orders.
Norms inside the military. President Trump has given another set of lawful orders, and they will be followed. If they're not followed, and all these orders are in keeping with the Constitution and norms inside the military, if they're not followed, then those officers will find the door. And that's not a tough calculation. We feel really good about the direction the Pentagon is headed under President Trump. We're going to focus on warfighting and lethality and accountability and be the most transparent Pentagon that folks have seen in a long time, which is why I explain these things on a regular basis.
And maybe they'll finally pass an audit, right? Wouldn't that be something? Okay, what else have we got here? Pam Bondi, we got this. Okay. Changes at the Pentagon. So the ICE raids are happening. Governor Abbott confirming raids are happening in Colony Ridge. The migrant hotels are getting shut down in New York. Marines are stationed outside. I mean, it's all happening, folks. This is great news. President Trump vowing to continue to keep America safe with this new shift. It is a fundamental shift, though, in how America is handling public safety and immigration enforcement. After years of policies prioritizing the rights of illegal aliens over American citizens' security, we finally have a president who remembers who he works for, the American people. And he's not apologizing for putting our safety first. Will Democrat-run cities and states continue to defy federal law and harbor dangerous criminals, or will they finally acknowledge the humanitarian and security disaster their sanctuary policies have created? Should federal funding be completely cut from jurisdictions refusing to cooperate with immigrant enforcement? Share your thoughts below. And remember to grab your exclusive MAG Avengers gear on your way out. It's linked down below. Grab a hat, grab a shirt, and show the world where you stand with real news.